Hello, everyone. Hi, welcome to the broadcast. Today we're gonna do a little mukbang. I got my delicious HelloFresh meal here. I have my favorite cola, with a little silly straw, and we're gonna chat. I have some questions that were submitted by viewers, and I also want to talk about some of the games we'll be streaming in the future. But first off, these are the pork and pineapple tacos. I subbed out the pork for beef um, with caramelized pineapple and pickled veggies. It has been so hard sitting here during the pre-stream not eating these. I have been trying so hard to restrain myself. And then also I have some harissa sweet potato wedges here, saved that I saved from the other night when I made the bell pepper and zucchini sandwiches. Um, because these portions are big, y'all. Right? Like this is one serving is these three tacos. Um, and the sandwiches I made the other night were so big. It's fantastic. Especially with places that'll say, "Oh, it's three servings or whatever," but it's like just enough for one person. It's really it. I got the two serving box. It genuinely is two servings. um, got a little lime wedge, a little lime juice squeezy. And these came together in a matter of minutes. They were not difficult to put together by any stretch. Um, so if you would like to sign up for HelloFresh using my code, you can use my link, which you can get by using !HelloFresh, or by clicking on the panel below the stream. Or you can go to HelloFresh.com and use my code, which is POGHF26541. Hello world. Welcome. Yeah, I have my these are beef and caramelized pineapple tacos with pickled veggies. I just spritzed a little bit of lime on here. Very excited. Unfortunately, my lighting is not being too kind to them. They are quite vibrant. I tweeted some pictures of them that are a little more vibrant than this. I have the as much lighting as I can get on these, but they are fantastic. I was just saying, sitting here during the pre-stream has been so hard to resist eating these because they smell fantastic. But it was very good. We had extra pickled veggies. Um, it is really and truly like it worked out to be a fantastic meal. I will definitely keep that recipe card and try and make these myself with my own ingredients sometime. Mm. Yes, these are harissa sweet potato fries that I made the other night. And then this is a lime I just squeezed, a little lime wedge. But oh, these are so good. It's got the onion that's caramelized in there. These are leftover. These weren't the side that came with these. These are leftover from the last meal I made. So those are a little bonus. Hi Baz. Hi. Welcome. So I figured during the stream, uh, I wanted to answer some questions and also talk about oh goodness. I'm not I love citrus. I'm not that much of a fiend for citrus. Um but I wanted to talk about some of the games we'll be streaming. We'll be streaming going forward and answer some questions I've gotten from some viewers. So let me just um so we have some games that I have on my list to play. We're currently working our way through Filament, um, which is a puzzle game set aboard a spaceship. Um, it is very interesting. I'm curious. Something has happened to the crew. They were trying to escape, um, and several of them disappeared mysteriously, or at least the organic parts of them disappeared. They had some cybernetic augments that did not come with. But up next, I have a lot of choices for what happens next. Um, we have Sable, which is like an action, or not an action, but like an adventure open world game um, set on a strange alien world covered in ruined spaceships, which I've been dying to play for ages, and I just got recently for free on Epic. So we have that coming up. We also have uh, Death Stranding, which I have not played, but I've heard good things about. I'm excited about that. We have Star Wars Squadrons, which I've played a little bit of to see if it would be my jam, and it very much is. Um, if you've ever played the Star Wars Battlefront games, the original Battlefront games, it's essentially just the space battles portion of that, um, which is it was my favorite part of Battlefront. I was really bad at everything else, but I really enjoy the space battles. So that's gonna be fun. I've Kerbal Space Program, so we could launch some rockets or attempt to. Um, and then I have those are my ones on Epic. I have a few on Steam. We have Tacoma, which is like a an exploration uh, sort of environmental puzzle game. You're piecing together logs on a spaceship. Um, Diaries of a Spaceport Janitor, which is sort of abstract. Uh, Hard Space Shipbreaker, which I've been following since it was in early access. They just released a few months ago. They released the full version, so I'm excited to play through the story of that. That's like a ship salvager sim. Heat Signature, which is all about pulling off heists in space, stealing stuff from people's spaceships. And then Silicon Dreams, which is a more sort of intense, like Voight Kampf tester game. um, so you administer the Voight contest as like an android, and you have to make the hard decisions of like, do you um it's if you've ever played Papers, Please, or watched Papers, Please, it's a similar idea where you're sort of put in this tough position between being good to people and keeping your job and like, keeping yourself safe. So I'm excited to check that out. So those are our oh, I accidentally opened Steam Big Picture mode when I was trying to minimize it. Um But yeah, we have a few good good games lined up. I don't know which one I'm gonna play next after Filament. I might have to finish Filament first to come to that decision, but these tacos are so good. I just want to like not talk and scarf down these tacos, but I want to savor them and enjoy them at the same time. But those are our games coming up. I haven't decided what to do next. I might do something like Sable, something a little low key. Probably won't jump right to Death Stranding uh, to start, but um, Sable tone wise reminds me a lot of Outer Wilds. Um, so I am very excited to check that out. How's everybody doing? Everybody have doing okay? Everybody have a nice lunch. Mm, I love pickled vegetables so much because it's just like a quick pickle like this. It's literally you toss it together with some salt and some vinegar and throw it in the microwave to speed up the pickling process. But you can also just do the same thing and toss it in the fridge and wait a couple days and it'll just do it slower. So I've done these like pickled onions before. This is white onion. I usually do it with red onion because it gets this similar like really pink color. Um, but it's pink here because we're also pickling some slices of radish. Uh, and it just leaches that color into the vinegar so that everything turns pink, and I love it. Oh yeah, Baz, definitely get some lunch. I too often try to work through meals, and it's never good. It always ends in um me getting to the end of the day and going, why do I feel so terrible? And it's because I haven't eaten anything. So I try to like make myself stop and go get something. Yeah, that's the that's the mood, isn't it? But that's why I like this kind of thing because I can turn food into energy and make it working. Yeah, it's funny how if you don't put fuel in your body, it stops going. And then you get into that cycle of like you need to eat something, but you don't have enough energy to make something, so you just like have whatever's available and then your tummy feels bad because you just shoved a bunch of candy in your mouth or whatever. I do that all the time. Man, pickled veggies are so good. Yeah, get some food gas in your body car. Oh, protein bars are good. I used to I used to like subsist on uh protein bars and meal replacement bars and stuff, and they got the job done. I definitely missed a lot of real food, but it was a lot easier to, you know, shove a protein bar down my throat than go cook a meal. Um, which is why I like these because they're relatively easy to cook. They're pretty simple. Um, I oftentimes don't do a lot of cooking. I will throw something in the reheater and and just make it hot. Um, but these were really simple. Like I said, the pickles were just made in the microwave in 20 seconds or something. Um, so they've been a welcome addition to the food rotation around here. Um, so I have a few questions here. I'm gonna finish this taco, and then I'll move on to questions for a little bit. Thank you, Baz. The bot beat you to it. But yeah, everyone who uses my code to order a box is supporting me directly. Helps me make more cool, good streams. Excuse me. And helps keep me fed with tasty food like this. So I appreciate everyone who uses that code, and everyone who even just tosses me a follow. Every little follow helps. Um, I think tacos may be a perfect food. I appreciate it, Baz. We'll get there. We're on the way. We got 34 of the 50 we need. Hopefully it won't kill you though. I'd like it if you were alive at the end of this. Dang, that's a good taco. So I have a few questions sent in by viewers. Um, and I figure I should talk a little bit about myself because I've only recently started streaming, and most people don't know a lot about me. So Lily asked this question: um, "What planet are you from? Is the atmosphere different there?" Yeah, so I'm from the planet Celius, which is in the Pleiades system. Um, our atmosphere is a lot higher pressure than yours. It's made of a lot very dense gases. Um, so I spend most of my time in our ship, which stays in low Earth orbit and is pressurized. Um, Occasionally, I will go out on the surface, but that requires some special equipment and some pressure adjustment medication to keep my body working. So typically, the crew and I will take turns with who goes out and does resupply runs or that sort of thing. So that's been an interesting thing to adjust to. The sweet potato fries are so good. And now they are so gone. Um, Also, these are the questions I have set aside here. If anyone else has any other questions, feel free to just drop them in the chat and I'll answer them as I can. Let's see. Mike asks, what brings you to Earth and how did you get here? Um, so back on Celius, we picked up some radio signals that Elot had sent out. We learned about how you had that war between the worlds. We learned about how you love Lucy. Um, we learned all sorts of very interesting things about you. Um, and so we did some digging in the signals, which took a little while, but we were able to establish a sort of a weak link to your internet and gained access to some of your cutting edge technology. Um, namely Windows 95. Um, but we also learned about some of your other technology, like fax machines and things like that. Um, so we organized a mission to send a number of specialists aboard a cultural exchange vessel, which is called the Limbic, and that's where I'm streaming from right now. Um, so I serve as our lead human cultural expert and puzzleologist. Uh, but the trip here took a while, and we were in torpor for the trip, a sort of like suspended animation state. So things have changed a bit since I last studied. So I've been brushing up on the modern times. Uh, but it's cool to be here. This is my life's work. And also, you guys have great video games. So it's really a great situation all around. So I'm very excited to explore, try all sorts of new games and all sorts of new uh TV shows and movies and all sorts of stuff. Um I am very excited to continue streaming and get to know everyone. Let's see. My last question on my list here was sent in by Mara, uh, who asks, "Who is Greep Grop? Isn't he just a sock animal?" Um, so Greep Grop, you may have met on a couple of our previous streams. Let me ask him to join us here. Greep Grop here is the Limbic's lead communications officer. So this broadcast and all of the messages you're sending in chat right now go through systems that they designed. His species is mimetic, so they appear differently to creatures with different nervous systems. They're a great ambassador. One of the reasons they were selected for this trip is because they can appear very non-threatening. So if he looks like a sock animal to you, that must just be how his physiology is processed by the human brain. But he has been helping out a lot up here, making sure our communications relays are functioning, making sure that all my broadcast goes to plan, and helping me organize things. So he's been a huge help. Um, but that's why he's here. He's the best at what he does. Um, yeah, he's kind of like a manager. We're peers, but he certainly is in charge of comm stuff more than I am. Okay, this last taco has been staring me down, and I can't just let it go like this. I love a taco. I love pocket foods. If there is one universal truth, it is that every civilization and every culture across time and space will develop at least one food that is just stuff in a pocket, and it will be the best food. Like tacos, burritos, baozi, dumplings. It's just they're all they're all pocket foods, and they're all amazing. Pita, lavash, like pierogi, exactly. They're all pocket foods, and they are all the best foods that exist. Hot dogs. If there is food in a pocket, it is one of the best foods. Enchiladas. That's not a handheld pocket food, but it is a pocket food. Ravioli, tortellini. Oh man, I love tacos. I'm just like in bliss right now. It's a very good taco. It's just a little bit spicy. It's not nothing crazy, but it's got like a little bit of spice. It's really savory. It's got those onions, bring a little sweetness. The pickled radishes and pickled onions are bringing a little bit acid, a little bit of bite. Oh, I love a well-rounded food, a food that just hits all the taste groups. Radishes are just the lightest hair bitter. So it's just got every taste in it. If you want tacos or something similar, you can go ahead and hit that panel down below, or use my code POGHF26541 at HelloFresh.com. How it works is you basically get half off your first box, and then you get a discount on your next several boxes. So you can always try it out. Try it out for one box. You can always skip boxes if you're going to be out of town. You can change the number of meals in them. Or if you try it and decide it's not for you, there's no commitment. You can always just cancel. And they let you edit your boxes up to 5 days before they're supposed to ship out and arrive. So if you set up your box and then think, well, maybe I should go for a veggie option this week, um, you can always go back and change that as long as they haven't like started packing the box. Um, so you have like a good few days to go through and pick what you want, which is really good. Oh man, I'm just in taco heaven. I'm just in taco heaven is the problem is I'm trying to talk and be engaging, but I just want to eat taco. I love taco. Taco truly one of the best. One of the best foods. Okay, I finished my plate. Let's go ahead and move over to just chatting. Hello everyone. Welcome to a different screen. Um wow, those tacos were really good. I'm just thinking about the tacos. I'm thinking about I got enchiladas still lined up this week to cook. Um and meatloafs. I'm just oh. Hello, axolotl boy. Welcome. I just finished my tacos. I had the beef tacos with caramelized pineapple from HelloFresh. They are fantastic. Oh, oops! I forgot to. My little recent follower thing is not updated on this page, but they were very good. I had pickled vegetables, pickled radishes and onions. I tweeted a picture uh of that and my sandwich that I made the other night. They are very, very good. But I'm very excited. So out of the games we have left, or we have on deck rather. Oh, I love sushi, especially homemade sushi. I haven't done sushi in a while. What's your favorite kind of sushi? I love the unagi, the grilled eel. It is just oh, it's my favorite. I love that sauce they do. It's very umami. Um, but like I was saying, I think I'll probably stream Sable when I'm finished with Filament. Um, just to have something a little more like open worldy and less because Filament's pretty tight on puzzles. So it'll be nice to have something a little open worldy, and then maybe we can move over to something a little more intense like Kerbal Space Program or Death Stranding. Um, or I could do Hard Space Shipbreaker because that has a campaign that I could finish. KSP I think is pretty open ended, so I don't know if there would be a defined end. Um, but uh, yeah, I'm excited. I'm very very excited. Here, let me ask Great Grap to join us. Hello, Grape Grap. You are very large. Please be smaller. There you are. Hello, Grape Grap. Oh, honey chicken. That sounds really good. I love a good like juicy chicken. I feel like chicken breast can get dry. I prefer the dark meat, but like if you're cooking it in a glaze or some sort of uh like braise of some sort where it's got a lot of moisture, I love chicken. It's so versatile. Um yeah, now I want sushi. I want sushi and I want honey chicken. Um I just ate my tacos. I'm already full. Oh no. Um yeah, I'm excited. I'm very excited about what we have yet to do. This Hard Space Shipbreaker is um Hard Space Shipbreaker is very near and dear to my heart. Yeah, there's a sushi place we've done a resupply run to before, that has the big like unagi-don like bowls. Yeah, I should do a sushi mukbang at some point. I'm pretty good with chopsticks, if I do say so myself. So I think that would be fun to do a couple different sushi rolls. I would probably have to do homemade though, because it's especially with food is expensive. Sushi is even more expensive than it usually is. Oh, all you can eat sushi. I use chopsticks called fingers. Yeah, no, fingers are totally acceptable. Um, I have been known to use fingers myself sometimes for sushi, but I like chopsticks. Always feel like just like a little finger puzzle. Um, which I like to I like to do a little finger puzzle. It gives me a little something to focus on. Again, just because with like working and stuff, I find that I tend to like shovel food down so I can keep working. So if I use my chopsticks, I'm slowing myself down, so I have to enjoy it, which is nice. Oh, all you can eat sushi sounds amazing. I feel like I would very much immediately burn myself out on it though. I would eat way too much sushi right at the start. Oh, yeah. That sounds really good, Baz. That would, oh, yes. Yes, 100%. Oh, please. Oh, if you take me to all you can eat sushi, Baz, you are I'm bringing you home with me. You are going to live at my house and be the all you can eat sushi friend. Oh goodness. Oh, now I'm just thinking about all you can eat sushi. Let's see. Hard Space Shipbreaker is like so near and dear to my heart. I love, and this is I think speaks to like yeah, Baz, I'll change I'll put you in my phone as free sushi parentheses Baz. Um um yeah, I think this is like kind of telling about my like psyche and the way that I like process everything. But like Hard Space Shipbreaker is my brain as a game, and it's just taking complicated things and taking them apart piece by piece and sorting them. It's just I love it. It's my favorite thing. So I think after I finish Filament, Hard Space Shipbreaker's got to be, if not next, then right after whatever's next. If I do like Sable or something. Um, but I haven't played Hard Space Shipbreaker in a while since it was in early access. Um, so I didn't want to jump into it. I just want to jump back into it. Um, or I guess jump into it from the beginning because every time they update, they've been clearing progress until the official release. But especially given how much fun I had with Outer Wilds, which is just exploring a big thing in little pieces, I want to take a big thing, cut it into little pieces, and then sort it. It is my nature to subdivide and subdivide and subdivide. Um, but I don't know. Maybe I'll do some. I'll have to see if I can find some other streamers who want to do like party games sometime. My birthday is coming up in a few weeks, so maybe I'll try and organize something for that. Um, I have like Mogus and Goose Goose Duck, which is just goose themed Amogus. Um, and I think I have one of the Jackbox party packs. Um, but I'm very excited to give that a try. Actually, let me take a look because I think there might be a couple more games that I might be able to do. Okay, it's just the one. I'm just looking on the Epic free games right now. They have Epistory, which is like a typing game, but also like an exploration of like an atmospheric like world. Um, I remember I saw Epistory in one of the Humble bundles that was like language learning and typing, and I was very excited. But unfortunately, most of them are like Spanish and French, and it's like that. I'm I'm none of those are the languages that I'm studying, unfortunately. Or like they're great for like learning English or for learning Spanish or French or whatever, but um, not quite what I had in mind, uh, unfortunately. But Epistory is free this week on Epic, so I'll probably get that. I don't know when or if I'll end up playing it, but I'll snag it because you don't have to install it. Epic has been a treasure trove of weekly games. Uh, so it's I have a lot on the docket. But yeah, for my birthday, I'll see if I can do some sort of longer form stream with some other folks. Maybe we'll do like a follow-thon or something. I know other folks have done the same thing or similar things. Um, so I'm very very excited. Um, yeah, I'm curious about Sable because I've heard a lot about it, but I have not touched the game. Which because it reminds me a bit of Outer Wilds, I think is probably the best bet. Um, I don't want to I don't want to uh, you know, spoil myself for it. But the basic idea is that your character is named Sable. She is participating in her gliding, which is like a rite of passage. And you're exploring around, encountering things, learning about the world, unearthing mysteries, and learning about Sable, your character. So I'm very very excited for that. I love I love a good mystery. Um, so that's always good. I'm not gonna lie to you all. I got taco brain. It's just in there. I ate it, it went to my tummy, and then it went right up into my head. And I'm just in my brain is just a rotating image of a taco, like a 3D render of a taco with like text circling around it that says taco brain. And that's it. That's all that's in there. Um, it's the only thing that I can ever think about for the rest of time. Um, if you want tacos that will cloud your thoughts for the rest of eternity, you should use my link. Or go to HelloFresh.com and use code POGHF26541 for 21 free meals plus free shipping. Um, the link is in the panel below the stream, or you can use exclamation mark HelloFresh to see the link and my code. It's so good, guys. It's so good, and every box supports me, and I just, it's so yummy. Obviously, like if you're not in a financial situation where you can sign up for stuff, that's I totally understand. Um, but like if you can afford one of these boxes, there is worth the money. um, especially like if you're cooking regularly anyway. Um, these are very low impact recipes. Um, so I absolutely would would recommend for sure. Let's see what games has everybody been playing? I know Baz, you've been doing VLR on stream. Have you been any doing any off stream gaming? Um, I've been doing a little bit of Elden Ring. I have an idea for an Elden Ring challenge that I'd like to stream. Just Final Fantasy 14. I understand that. Because I'm typically like I do puzzle stuff on stream because I feel like I can talk through my process and that feels very natural. Um, but off stream, like I'm playing Fortnite and Elden Ring. I'm doing things that require the least thought possible. Um, I guess Elden Ring requires thought, but I was thinking about doing an Elden Ring Shields only challenge. Um, but I think I want to get a little bit back into the groove of Elden Ring before I like declare that that's something I'm gonna do because that would be really disappointed. Really disappointing if I just started that and then petered out because I didn't like it. Um, so I'm doing a death sorcery build right now, sort of get back into the game because I haven't played it since my original first playthrough. Um, which was a dex and a little bit of int build so I could use the like special katana. Um, just grinding for money and trying to buy a house. I mean, ain't that the life? Yeah. Yeah, I do the same thing with Fortnite. It's like I'm in there to do my dailies, to get XP, to get the cool new cosmetics. Like that's my game. I'm not like doing anything cool or interesting or trying to get like, top top 100, or I guess top 100 is easy, but I'm not trying to get like, victory royales and crown royales. I'm just doing my missions, which would not make for very good streaming. I don't know. Maybe people would be interested in that, but um, oh goodness, the housing market. I've played a little bit of 14, like several years ago, um, and all I remember is that I made a character and spent most of my time collecting dyes so that I could make a appropriate dress to wear to an in-game wedding that I was attending, and then I never touched the game again. Um, oh yes, I have seen your pictures of your cat boy. He's a very pretty boy. Oh, you guys are gonna get married in the in game? I have to be there. I have to be there. You gotta shoot me an invite. I'll make a new character, or I'll find my old character. Because it's free up to like the end of the base game now, right? Or up to like a certain level. Um, yeah, no, definitely. I will be there. I don't know. You guys would probably stream your wedding. I'll stream the audience perspective of your wedding. Uh, oh man. Because that was the best part, right? Is like Final Fantasy 14. It's like an MMO, and like MMOs are fine in my opinion. I'm not super into MMOs. Um, but if you get to go to an in-game wedding, there's like, yeah, it's a dress-up game. Exactly. You get to do a dress up, and then you like have to go and like find a good seat, so you got a good view of everything, and then like the two to be married come down on like a flying chocobo chariot or whatever. I know there's like different tiers of stuff that you actually have to like pay for and what you can do, like the basic stuff, but like it's just, oh, it's so cool. It's so cool that they were like, yeah, we'll just make a whole thing where you can have a wedding in the MMO and get married to another character, and you get special like rings with buffs and you get mounts and stuff. That's just such a cool idea, especially in a game that is as much a dress up game as 14. Um, oh my goodness, yeah! If you could marry it, see, I feel like I understand why they don't let you marry NPCs, because inevitably multiple people would get married to the same NPC, because like I don't think you can really do it any other way. And then those people would get mad at each other. They'd be like, "What did I pay for if it wasn't exclusive?" Um, but they would make so much money. They would make so much money if they let people marry NPCs. Oh my goodness, what if, okay, here's an idea. They let you marry the NPCs to each other. And now everyone who's in Final Fantasy 14 shipping is like fighting, because if you do an NPC to NPC marriage, it overrides other ones. So now people are throwing mud at each other, fighting back and forth, fighting the shipping wars in game, and you'll end up with like the most popular NPC has been divorced 49 times. Uh, and, and you just You just throw them at each other and make them pay you to do it. Oh my god, that's the MMO like way. That's how you get the money out of these folks is you just let them pay you to fight each other. I guess that's just what PvP is, but this is a new kind of PvP. It's PvNPC VP. Oh my goodness. That would be so insane if they let you do that. I absolutely cannot like fathom what that would turn into. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. Yeah, no, I think I solved MMOs. Now they don't have to charge a subscription fee because they're gonna make $1 billion just doing that. Wow. Yeah, no, that's anyway, got off topic, but I will come to your wedding. When it occurs. Just shoot me an invite. I'll make a a character. I'll probably make a new one. I don't know, how far do you have to get in the game before they will let you attend a wedding? But oh yeah, no, I would absolutely do that. Yeah, because isn't it like I think if you get the invitation, it'll like warp you there. You don't have to like physically go to the chapel. Because the chapel is someplace that I don't think is like reasonably accessible. Um, Especially because I know different species will start you in different areas. Like the is it the Mikote and the Lullafell starting like the pirate city? Um, or no, the Lullafell starting like the forest village. Oh, it's my class. That's why. Okay, that's interesting. I guess I guess that makes sense because you're gonna have class specific like trainers and stuff anyway. Curious. I have not. I've played very little Final Fantasy 14. Again, most of my time was spent as an herbalist, picking flowers surrounded by enemies that could crush me in a single strike. Um, so I know very little. Um, but I'm excited. I'm excited for the two of you. Um, that is going to be a delight. I'm also excited to see what options you pick. Um, because that is going to be they give you a good bit of customization, which is nice. Uh, gotta have more of my. I'm getting sleepy. I gotta have more of my soda. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll give 14 an off stream shot. It's one of those things where it's like you have to have friends who play it to enjoy it. And I do have friends who play it, but not at the level that I would be joining at. Um, I don't know. I've fallen off of a lot of MMOs. Um, so I'm not like crazy into them. I've done like Fantasy Star and I played World of Warcraft a little bit and I played a little bit of 14. Um, but MMOs don't like click in my head the same way that like puzzle games or adventure games or the one shooter I play, Fortnite. Um, but which is weird because you'd think a lot of it is like management and uh, you know, managing cooldowns and fitting a certain like role in raids and stuff. But I think that like I don't know. I'm also not into like strategy and 4X, so maybe it falls in that same part of my brain. Um, but yeah, I'll have to give that a shot again because I want to come to the wedding and wear a pretty dress. That's what the MMO is for. It's for go to wedding and wear pretty dress. Um, so I'm very excited about that. That's what any game is for, really. That's why I play Fashion Souls. Is it's like what is the point of beating the boss if I have to do it in like clunky ugly armor? I should do it in clunky pretty armor or in a pretty dress. That's why in my current Elden Ring build, I have the red hood, little like Red Riding Hood, um, which is cute. I'm waiting to be able to get something like a circlet or a beautiful dress because I just have robes right now. So I don't have access to anything else, so I can't change. I can't change out of the robes, the bad robes they gave me. But yeah, no, there's a reason why the most important quest in that game is saving Bach and then finding the golden needle so that he can alter your clothes to add or remove capes. Um, but playing Elden Ring Austrian has been fun. So I'm hoping that I can jump back into it and maybe stream a little bit of a challenge run. Because like it's one of those things where I've beaten the game, but I ran into a boss yesterday while I was playing that I had just never fought before and didn't know existed. Because I'd been by this little part of ruins several times, but I'd never been by at night, and apparently the boss only spawns at night. And so there was just like a giant skeleton bird that I'd never fought before. So I fought that and I beat him first try. So I'm very proud of myself for that. But that's been really fun. I'm going for a different ending this time. I got Age of Stars the first time, which is the Ronnie the Witch quest line. She's the pretty witch with the big hat and forearms. Now I'm going for the Deathbed Companion questline, Fia, who's the lady in the round table hold who will give you a hug if you ask. Um, so that's been really fun. Um, and I think this is because the when I first like actually played through Dark Souls 1 in its entirety, not the first couple bad like failed stabs I took at it, I was playing with there was no online functionality because of the exploit they discovered. They had turned everything off. So I was going through pretty solo. Um and like there were the messages that are like coded hard coded into the game, but like I wasn't getting any multiplayer messages. I wasn't getting invaded. I wasn't getting like I couldn't summon cooperators unless there was an NPC cooperator. So playing through Elden Ring and getting to experience the online was very fun. I think I've discovered a lot of very good messages over the 150 or so hours I've put into it. But maybe my favorite one right now is one I found the other day where there's like the little like underground crypts where it's just like a staircase down to a room that sometimes has like a mini boss in it, and then there's a room past that has a chest. And so I had gone down the steps to the door into the room that sometimes has a boss, and there was a message that said, "Be wary of pack, comma strong enemy." And so I was like, "Oh crap! All right, I gotta prepare myself." So I opened the door, and there were four turtles just chilling, just four turtles. um, and then obviously next to every turtle was a message that just said dog. I love Elden Ring. I love Dark Souls messages. I love the memes. All the ones that say try fort knight, um, which is hilarious because all the Japanese players got confused by all those messages. They were like, "Is there some sort of event that happens at a fort at night around here? I don't see a fort." Because it translated the words, but it was not apparent that in English it's just a Fortnite joke. Um, I love Elden Ring. It's so good. I don't know why I like. I mean, after I beat it, I definitely was like wanted to take a break. Um, but it's such a good game. I'm really glad I went back to it. I have another friend who's playing through it. I'm gonna try and do some multiplayer with her once I catch up to where she is. 'Cause she's doing her first playthrough. And she's oh, I think she has beaten the Ranella, the lake boss, and is doing some like stuff around. So I'm a little bit behind her. I just got to Liurnia of the Lakes, but I'm excited for that. And then, I beef up my skills, and then I can start doing a shields only run. Just hard strength, no weapons, only shields. Um, oh goodness. I've just realized something, which is that I'm going to have to beat Margit with only a shield. So I may have to come back to Margit. I may have to use the secret passage and skip the first like the boss of the first area so that I can get a shield with like special powers. So that I'm gonna deal more damage. Or shield that can shoot fire or something. Because I don't think you can get a good number of shield hits in on that guy. That is the toughest gatekeeper boss they've had yet. So that's gonna be something. Um, yeah, but I'm excited. I'm excited to do more streaming. I'm excited. I'm gonna try and do something for my birthday coming up. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be fun. I think I'm gonna wrap up here. Before I do, don't forget if you want to order some HelloFresh and support me at the same time, you can use my code POGHF26541 for 21 free meals plus free shipping at HelloFresh.com, or you can click my link either in chat right now or clicking on my panel underneath the stream, and that helps me a lot. Helps me make sure I can do more cool streams like this and play more games because I got a few on deck, but we are gonna do all sorts of stuff. Okay, thanks everyone for coming. Let me see if I don't think there's anyone I can raid. I don't think anyone's online. No, so we'll just end. Thanks everyone for coming. It's been very fun. Bye.